where we meet Scorpio, Scorpio sun sign, rising sign, and or moon sign. This is a 2-week reading for all Scorpios starting today, the 21st of June, 2024. This is Ariel Gatoga, and we are streaming live on YouTube and on Twitch, and moderating today on YouTube are the lovely Vanessa and the lovely Suzanne. And did I say YouTube? Yeah, and then moderating on Twitch is the lovely Dre. Thank you so much, moderators. And thank you, Scorpios and friends of Scorpios, for joining us today. Today we are reading with this deck called Tarot Nuage, and I've already purified with this Van. This is Verbena by Monotheme. It's quite lovely. I've put the links to purchase each of these products right in the video description of this video on YouTube. If you are watching on a restream on YouTube, Scorpio, and you don't feel like watching me do all this shuffling, all you have to do is use the timestamps right in the video description to get right to the reading. If you're with us live, sorry, but you got to watch the shuffling because I haven't figured out yet how to do a timestamp for a live video. Let's see. If you are on YouTube, please make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. If you are on Twitch, please make sure you follow us on Twitch, and you can watch on Twitch without any ads simply by subscribing to us there. This goes out to a lot of Scorpios, by the way, so if for some reason it doesn't seem like it's applying to you, it's probably just not meant for you. In that case, check out the zodiacal readings for your other signs, or remember that we have a daily reading for all signs each and every day, Wednesday through Sunday, and we're off on Mondays and Tuesdays. Our shop's at arielscornershop.com, arielscornershop.com. That is affiliate links, which means we make a little commission off of each and every sale. And we are in the process of finishing up on our new shop, so stay tuned. We will launch very shortly. If you'd like to give us a donation, you can do that by going to paypal.me/arielgatoga, paypal.me/arielgatoga. If you're on YouTube, you could use a super sticker, super chat, or super thanks if you feel like giving a donation and just staying on that platform. We appreciate your support, and we really appreciate you, Scorpio, for being here for this 2-week reading. So I think this is pretty shuffled. Let's give this deck a nice clean cut and see what's in the cards for all you gorgeous Scorpios. For the next couple weeks anyway. 2 of Swords, nice. Ace of Coins, beautiful. 5 of Wands, great, you're doing great. So your focus has really gotten good. It seems like many of you maybe have started. Oftentimes the 2 of Swords is an indicator of some sort of meditational practice. So if that's true for you, it's really working, and you want to stay with that. It's really good for you. Whatever you're doing to get that focus, it's a really good thing. If you're not quite feeling focused, it's a good reminder that maybe you could start doing some daily meditation. It doesn't have to be long and difficult. Just even using my Magic Minute technique, which is a very simple but very effective way of meditating. You can just search Gatoga Magic Minute on YouTube and learn that technique, and you can do it in as little as a minute a day. This Ace of Coins is saying that this is a time for new money or new income, new something. And you're really in charge. You have the winning hand as far as money goes in some situation, or maybe more than one situation. Did I just drop cards? I did, but now I've got them because I want to read with a full deck. I don't always play with a full deck, but I want to read with a full deck. So the Ace of Coins is also just as a reminder, if you're playing the game of trumps, or if you're playing the game of tarot, whatever other than a trump card, anything in that suit, the ace will take the trick, just like in a normal card game. So you are the winner. You have a winning hand, and this is a wonderful time for you, financially speaking, or it can be. So it's all about you and your consciousness, building your own prosperity within your mind, so that you can really see it reflecting. And it's a beautiful, beautiful card for that. Now, the 5 of Wands is talking about there's some things that that you're probably putting up with that don't look like this. You're maybe just putting up with it and thinking, you're being all stoic about it, or maybe you're just being real long-suffering, perhaps, about it. And if you notice that you kind of get to a breaking point and you're like, rah, that's a good thing. This Five of Wands is usually a positive anger, at least stuck energy. So if you notice that you're getting upset about something, or if something is making you irritable, for one thing, good for you, because now you're breaking through something with that. It's not a negative thing, it's a positive thing. So allow yourself to, if that's the case over these next couple of weeks, don't feel bad about yourself, feel good about yourself, that you're allowing yourself to finally say, no, we're not doing this anymore, we're going to do it my way, or whatever it is. Now, if you still feel like the energy is stuck, just do something physical about it, or some breathing. Just move that stuck energy so that you can, you don't want to stay in the anger. You want to make sure that you move through that anger and recognize that it's just a motivator. It's just a motivator to get you into that prosperous place. Lots of prosperity. So beautiful. And prosperity doesn't necessarily mean money. It often does, but it doesn't have to. It can mean, it's very tangible prosperity, but it can mean the health of your body. It could mean some property. It could mean any kind of physical asset that's important to you. Like I said, it's very frequently money. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And it's right front and center in your reading. So it's a big deal. Eight of Swords. Well, that's probably why you've been having to focus. Four of Wands, good. And then the Page of Cups, extra good news coming your way. So on the other side of that irritability, if you happen to notice some of that, when you do move that energy, what you have left is a lot of good news. A lot of really good news coming to you about a lot of things, but specifically about this positive asset increase. Now, the Two of Swords, like I said, is usually focus. And if you are working with meditation, if you are allowing yourself to discipline your mind so that it doesn't wander quite as much, or at least noticing that it's wandering, doing some sort of meditational practice and getting that skill together, it's going to be easier for you to optimize this good news when it comes to you, because very frequently that good news comes not as like something in the newspaper or online. It comes as a spiritual download when it's the page of chalices or the Page of Cups. And so if you're not giving yourself the opportunity to receive that news or receive that download, you might not notice it. But if you are meditating, like it looks like many of you are, you will receive that good news. And that good news is not just going to be something to make you feel better. It's going to be good news that's going to inspire you to move even farther with this prosperity than what you might have even dreamed possible. Now, this is coming through the expansion of your work, it's saying. So some of the things about your work, or what's maybe your passions, your work, your creativity, your job, your career, whatever your work is, that is the source of some of this consternation. That is the source of some of this irritability. But like I said, it's not a bad thing, because you're in the midst of an expansion of that work. And so it's telling you, in order to really optimize that and to maybe minimize some of the frustrations that can come along with that it's important that you make sure that your work, whatever it is as orderly as possible. So getting things in order in your workspace, making sure that you're not procrastinating, making sure that you're not putting things off, getting some things finished that you've been, waiting on. This is the time to really batten down the hatches, to really understand that that your work needs to be orderly and organized. Because the more orderly and organized it is, that 4 then is Jupiter. It will expand. And get ready for a big expansion, because this work and these assets seem to be going hand in hand to bring you this good news. So it's very important that you stay very focused and very receptive to the good news as it comes, and recognize that if you are in a state of irritability ever, not that it's not going to be a perpetual thing. I think it's going to be a quick thing. if it happens at all. It doesn't have to happen. But if you are being irritable, if you do get angry about something, recognize it as what it is, a positive motivator to move away from something old and into something better. Because part of what the old is you're fairly good at obsessing over things. And sometimes that can have its positive traits, but it's not been so positive for you in the past. And that's one of the things that you're going to be breaking through, is breaking through this sort of like nagging thing that goes on in the mind where you can't stop thinking about something. You can't stop thinking about something. And when it's the Eight of Swords, it's not that you can't stop thinking about something wonderful. When it's the Eight of Swords, it's usually you can't stop thinking about something horrible. So I think that's one of the things that you're going to break through with whatever this Five of Wands ends up being. And so between you just staying focused and working on that focus, working on that meditation, receiving the good news as it comes, and allowing that good news to motivate you to let go of the things that aren't working for you, even if that means you getting angry about some things for a moment, so be it. If you have to go have a little moment by yourself, you do. I do sometimes. If I'm going through a Five of Wands experience and I see it for what it is, I'll just go have a little hissy fit. I'll go close myself in a parked car and go, or break something, or nothing important. Do it safely and non-toxically, right? You don't want to be around people when you do that, because nobody wants to go through that with you. But it's sometimes very cathartic to be able to just move that energy to go through whatever that is. And then on the other side of that, you get all this good news. You get all of this, you're receptive to all of this good news because you're not spending so much time trying not to be angry about something. And like I said, the Five of Wands is that anger used for positive purposes, usually to motivate you. Sometimes if I don't see a lot of, to me, it's you breaking out of obsessive thinking, but it can be breaking out of depression. It can be breaking out of being manipulated. It can be whatever you need to break out of and be motivated to leave in favor of something better. That Five of Wands sometimes is the best thing the universe has, is to get you a little angry. Sometimes in the moment it feels like you're really angry, but when you look back, it was no big deal. Right? And so this is not toxic anger. This is not destructive anger, other than you might want to break a dish or something. But it's nothing like the Five of Swords where it's cruel. There's no cruelty involved. It's more of irritability used to motivate you into something better. So like I said, if that happens, don't fight it. We don't want to create it if it's not there. But if it's there, don't fight it. Just go through it and let it heal you. Let it be good for you. Because this is quite a reading. There's so much going on, good going on in regards to your prosperity and your finances and things like that. And your work seems to be expanding, and your focus seems to be getting much more laser-like. So it's time to let go of any of this obsessive thinking. Now, if you notice that you're still obsessively thinking and you can't stop thinking about that, just use my off switch technique. If you don't know how to use it, it's super easy. Just go onto YouTube, search off switch Gatoga. The video, I think, is 2 minutes, if anything. It's not very long. You can learn this technique, use it over and over and over again, and you can be a master of that. So you're doing great. I'm excited for you, Scorpio. You're doing so well. And I appreciate you being here. And thank you so much to the amazing moderators. Today we had the lovely Vanessa, the lovely Suzanne, and the lovely Dre. And we will see you in 2 weeks for another reading, Scorpio. Blessed be.